This here is this is the story of my life right here.
So recently, I got pulled over doing 75 and 55. I'll insert the clip here just so you guys can see. The cop was super cool, but the thing that helps is you being super cool as well. So, for starters, to roll all your windows down so the cop can easily see in the vehicle. And when you do that, you want to be able to have your hands 10 and 2 on the steering wheel so those are easily visible as well. Number 2, you're going to want to get your keys and set those like on your dash or something. Even for like the car that I own, you have your keys in your pocket. You don't need them to start the car. Just do it out of respect. Number 3 is going to making sure that your vehicle is off. And really, this should be number 1. This just ensures, like, if you're speeding and you have a really nice car or whatever the case may be, like whenever he pulled me over, he even told me, he's like, "Oh, if you would have ran, I wouldn't have caught you or anything." But the thing is I knew that showing him respect in some sense is going to give me a better chance, because he does have a radio to end up radioing ahead. I think the fourth thing, right? Be honest. He asked me how fast I was going. I was honest. I told him, I thought I was going like 73. I ended up going 75. I looked back at the dash cam footage. He clocked me at 75. You can see him right as I was going 75. He pulls off the road because he clocked me. So he knows how fast I was going. Some people want to be difficult and like, well, did you actually clock me? Do you have proof? But the thing is it doesn't matter. You don't want to argue with somebody that can give you hundreds and thousands of dollars in fines. Be respectful. That's so huge. Is be respectful. Ask him how his day is going. Try and have a nice mutual conversation there, to where you're not, I guess, inflicting more damage than you need to. I'm going to insert the footage right here, and I'm going to kind of go over, I'll voice over what I was doing through those steps, just so you can see for yourself what I did.
So at this exact moment, I saw this black car ahead of me, and then I saw the white car. The white car is the cop, and I knew I messed up. So immediately I saw him starting to dart off the side of the road, and he was coming for me. He wasn't trying to pull over the other car. At this time, I'm like, all right, I'm going to pull off to the side of the road, and doing that gains me a lot of respect, because now he is not having to chase me down, but instead I'm ready to be approached by the officer. Most officers have to go down and run the person down, which then makes them more irritated. This right here is huge.
Tip number 5. So on tip number 5, this goes along with respecting the officer, but tip number 5 is make sure if you are to reach for anything, you ask his permission, or you tell him that you're going to reach over for something. Because if he asks for my license and registration, what I do is I'm like, all right, my registration in his glove box. Is it all right if I reach for it? He's going to say yes, so I will reach for it. Because anything that, if he caught you speeding, he's already going to be unsteady. Like, is this guy intoxicated? Is this guy blank, blank, blank? So he's already going to kind of have like that judging persona when he comes up to you. So doing stuff like that, like, I need to get my wallet. It's in the door. May I reach for that? People put guns in doors. It's a very valid reasoning for cops to be anxious or nervous. So reason number 5 is definitely make sure you are clear on what you're going to be doing before you do anything. But yeah, guys, I know that it's in the moment you get really, really tense, or you get stressed out, or whatever it may be, but you got to keep it cool. Being able to turn the vehicle off, keep it cool, be honest with the officer, or whatever the case may be, literally can get you so far. My first 3 times getting pulled over, I got tickets. I've gotten pulled over like over 30 times. So I've learned what to do and what not to do. And the biggest thing that I can say, honesty, and don't argue. Having respect. Honesty and respect. Those are the 2 biggest things. Most people will just go out and pretty much have a screw you attitude to the cops, or be so nervous they forget to speak. Make sure you kind of practice, talking with people or having, I guess, more engaging conversations, because when an officer does pull you over, that's an engaging conversation. That's not something that you can just be like, blah, 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 because you're going to be more suspicious then. So that's my 2 cents on it, trying to avoid a speeding ticket. I've gotten, I don't want to say this because I don't want to jinx it, but I've got pulled over twice with going over 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. Both officers said that I really shouldn't be letting you go, but I'm going to because blank, blank, and blank, and let me off with a verbal warning. This, I'm not saying do what I do. Don't go out and speed and be an idiot. Don't do any of that. But if you do, be honest. That's biggest key. Anyways, guys, I upload every week. Just go ahead, like, and subscribe, and it helps me out a bunch. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers here so we can actually start getting some growth on this channel. So let's get that subscriber count above 1,000, and let's get the likes up on this video. All right, see you guys in the next one.